What was that? Welcome back to the channel, Juve from the 6. Just going to be following up on some Italian news from yesterday's game. That is not what was supposed to happen. You can look at it as maybe brought back down to earth by Spain, or I don't know. But before we jump into it, I'm just going to get you to like and subscribe to the channel as per usual. It's Chris. We're going to jump right into this. I'm not going to waste any of your time talking about what transpired yesterday in the San Siro with Italy versus Spain in a semifinal matchup for the Nations League. Heading into it, we all thought that Italy was a team to beat in this Nations League coming off of the Euro Cup. I mean, you can make arguments about what you thought about this Nations League, but it's a cup. So players want to win cups. It's no hiding that. So regardless, Italy went in there wanting to win, especially with the semifinals and the finals taking place in Italy. It didn't get off to an amazing start. So 17th minute, I have so much to talk about in this game, so much frustrations of this game. I'm talking about Milan fans. I'm talking about Roberto Mancini. It's all opinions, of course. I mean, I'm on YouTube trying to make this channel something big, right? Or to do something with this channel. So I'm not getting paid to put the players on the field, but I personally think Roberto Mancini got it all wrong. The false nine probably shouldn't have been what we went out with. I know we didn't have Ciro Immobile. I know we didn't have Andrea Bellotti. But with them, we already practically play strikerless. So why not give an opportunity to Moise Kean? Why not give an opportunity to Raspadori? Why not do that? Why not start Pellegrini, who's looked awesome for Roma? Why going with the same people? Maybe teams have figured out Spain. That could easily be it as well. Figured out Italy, especially Spain, after what happened in the Euro Cup between Italy and Spain. But what could have happened? What could Roberto Mancini went into this game possibly already off on the wrong foot with the starting 11 that he put out there? Yes, Di Lorenzo was massive for Italy at the Euros, but Davide Calabria has had a better season thus far. So, in my personal opinion, should have started out right back. Bonucci we'll touch on soon. Chiellini, how he's starting behind Bastoni. And yeah, Bastoni's look good as well, but why not go with that defensive pairing that got you this far? You're okay to change that defensive pairing, but yet you don't want to put on a Calabria or a Pellegrini. For what reason? So that kind of surprised me. Emerson, okay, I'm not even going to argue Emerson. He had an all right game. When they were down to 10 men, he started to push up the field even more so. I think Spinazzola is still a big loss. He's definitely no Spinazzola, but he's done well since coming in since that injury to Leonardo Spinazzola. So I'm not even going to touch on him. The midfield was atrocious. Jorginho, I mean, didn't have a chance to really do much. But on top of that, didn't do much when he needed to do much. Needed to do more, sorry. He didn't look too good. Verratti didn't look too good. Barella didn't look too good. Why not start Locatelli? Why not take off? You know Verratti and Jorginho are very similar. Why not take off one of them for a Locatelli? Knowing the way Locatelli's played for Juve, especially over the last 5 games that Juventus has won. So why not? Because in those games, Locatelli's honestly been the best player on those teams. But anyways, and up front, you start a false nine with Insigne, Chiesa, and wow, I cannot even remember who. I gotta look this up. Why am I not remembering who started that game? Sorry, guys. Very embarrassing. But oh yeah, Bernardeschi started in the number 9 spot. Wow. Anyway, but goes to show you exactly what he did. He did nothing. So why not start? Why not put Insigne in that false 9? I know Bernardeschi did all right against Chelsea in that false nine, or not in the false nine, but as an attacker up front. But why not put in Pellegrini and put Insigne in that nine? He's played that before for Italy. Bernardeschi's not played that before. So I'm very, very, very surprised at the train of thought Roberto Mancini went into this game. And then obviously when we get into the game, looking at what happened, 17th minute, breakdown on the right side, like on the right side, Di Lorenzo got eaten up in the beginning of that game. That it was not good. It was not good. Led to the first goal. He got taken out of position. Bonucci covered for him. And then whatever went all to crap there. The second goal after the red card by Bonucci, which we're going to touch on in 2 seconds. Bastoni probably should have done better cutting out that cross. But I mean, 2-0. But going back to that Bonucci call, Bonucci getting a yellow card, which I thought was very, very, very soft on the ref, on the arguments that Bonucci was to give him a yellow card that early in the game, and then to immediately go to a second yellow for a deserved yellow card at that. I'm not arguing that it was a yellow, but he essentially already put Bonucci in the line of fire by giving him such a horrible yellow for arguing the calls. But anyways, and secondly, I am thoroughly disappointed in the AC Milan fans and what they did to Gigi Donnarumma. You guys had an opportunity. I get it. I know you're hurt. I know you're sad that he left. I know you're pissed that he went the business route and left for more money, but come on. He's not wearing a PSG jersey. He's wearing an Italian jersey. He's there representing the country, not a club team. Toss aside your differences. That was just embarrassing as an Italian fan. As I don't condone that stuff. Even if that was Juventus on a player, like, cut that out. Not even fans. These are the ultras. And these guys are given the moniker as like the biggest fans of these clubs. And that's how they do it. If that was a Juventus ultra, the Drughi, I'd want them banned from any kind of international game that's hosted in Torino at the Allianz Stadium, because that is just disgusting. I am thoroughly disappointed, thoroughly embarrassed. I do not respect the AC Milan Ultras for the way they treated Gigio Donnarumma. Yeah, he wasn't at fault for both goals, but you know those boos rattled him a little bit. And you know what? Those boos that rattled him bleeds off into the rest of the team. So honestly, a job very not well done by the AC Milan Ultras and the fans that took in that game at the San Siro. I'm not going to divulge more into that. If you have some beef you want with me, if you're an AC Milan fan and you're watching this and you want to type in the comment what you give me, go ahead. I really don't care. I don't have any appreciation for Milan fans right now. And they're ultras. Just, you know what? Grow up is all I'm going to say. I have right now just my ratings that I want to give this team. Not that it's really, really good. We're going to start from the back. Gigio, I gave him a 5 out of 10. Didn't look too good, but again, it was the booze. So maybe this might be a harsh rating, but I do give him a 5 out of 10 for that game. Di Lorenzo was brutal, 4 out of 10. He could not deal with Marcos Alonso on the right side. There was just or how do you pronounce that guy's name? Barzal or something. Anyways, that side, that their left side, his right, like, he just got eaten up. And honestly, I could have gone even lower than that, but he picked it up later on in the game. So that's why he got up to 4. But honestly, the way he started that game, I was probably going to give him a 2 or 3. Speaking of 3, Bonucci, I know that the elbow could have been, probably wouldn't have been a yellow in the situation that it was. But because it was a second yellow, I do give him a 3 in this game. But it's more so about his leadership. That's why I give him that 3. If he was a different defender, a different player, looking at a 5 or 6 maybe. I mean, he didn't play too bad, but I give him a 3 just for the simple fact of the how big he is to this team. That he should have done a lot better. Kept his cool initially. Didn't deserve that yellow. Probably didn't deserve that yellow. That second yellow. I mean, if there was no first, probably wouldn't have been that second. Probably would have been a warning kind of thing. I know Busquets looked like he died, but thank God, Jesus, you saved his life, because honestly, Busquets looked like he died for a little bit there. Bastoni 5 out of 10. Poor, couldn't cut out the cross. Should have cut out the cross. If he would have done that, maybe just maybe would have been different. 1-1, who knows? Emerson 6 out of 10. Did really well for what he did. Start to go up and down that flank, like I told you when they went down to 10 men. Barella, Jorginho, and Verratti, I gave them all a 5. I don't want to give worse because honestly, there was no midfield yesterday, and majority of the time it's because they didn't have a chance to get a midfield, so that or to play in the midfield. So I think that's why I give them a 5. And then on to the forwards. I'm going to leave the best to last. Bernadeschi did pretty well in his as a number 9 until obviously Chiellini came on, and he did decent enough. Didn't have a chance to really I guess be given more, but yeah, I mean did pretty well. I give him a 6 because he wasn't bad, because just he didn't get off. He led the line well enough, but he just didn't get fed what he should have as a number 9. So I'm not going to take points away from him for that. Insigne. Could have been different if you would have put that ball in the back of the net. That was horrific. And honestly, if we're going to be seeing Insigne of the past with this now, with it, anyways, Mancini, I think going into this next game, the third place game, revamp, put on Pellegrini, put on players that deserve to be there. Calabria, Pellegrini, Chiesa, continue with those guys. Just play Moise Kean, let him play for a chance to boot away Immobile and Belotti. But anyways, and then Chiesa, best player of the match, scored the goal. Nice little, that was all him on that counter attack. That guy hustles. He is probably the best Italian in the world right now. And then off the bench, best player off the bench was Pellegrini was on the goal. Sorry, Chiesa got the assist. Pellegrini on the goal with the assist from Chiesa was the best player off the bench. I gave him a 7 out of 10. Which matches Chiesa's 7 out of 10. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then last but not least, Chiesa or Locatelli and Chiellini. Chiellini, game changed when Chiellini came on. The guy's a beast, still continues to be a beast at the age of 412. He is awesome. I'm so mixed with him. Like, I think, like, you know what, we should move past, because he's not going to be there for a long time or for much longer. But then he does that, and then he continues to do that with Juve. So yeah, I mean, that's also something that he was awesome. Can't really say more than that. Locatelli, that little thing between him and I think Jeremy Pinto, he didn't really need to do that, but I mean, whatever. I gave him a 5. I don't think he really had much to say. I think he should have started. Probably would have seen a different Italian team. Mancini, I never really doubt you everything of what you do, but this one I gotta put the blame on you, man. But you know what? It's okay. It's Nations League. Anyways, that's it. Give me your insight. Give me what you think happened. What went wrong with that team? Give me your feedback about the Milanese fans and the way they treated Gigio Donnarumma. Let me know if I'm wrong for the way I thought about that. Put that down in the comments. Thank you for joining me on Juve from the 6. One last time, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.